Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to LaughingPlace.com's Talk About Disney Merchandise, Barely Necessities. I'm the co-founder of Laughing Place, Rebekah Mosley, and with me is our site manager, Rebekah Burbank. Hey, Becca, how's it going?
It's going. How are you, Rebekah?
I'm trying to stay ahead of the heat. It was like 103 here yesterday, and it's a great deal cooler today, but it's still, I think it's about 80 degrees in the house right now. So, plenty warm.
Goodness. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But we've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. We're going to have a guest popping on in a little bit to talk about some of the fun that's happening. But we're going to start off with some merchandise that is popping up soon on the East and West Coast, I'm guessing, because I know for sure on the East Coast. But it's a Dooney and Bourke.
Yeah, we've got the Disney Afternoon design, which was teased a couple weeks ago. And I believe the Courtney Williams is the designer who came up with this pattern. And it's going to launch tomorrow at Disney Springs. It's also coming to Shop Disney, but I don't know what day, if it'll be tomorrow as well, or if it'll be later in the month. But Courtney will actually be at Disney Springs tomorrow to do signing in the morning. So from 10 to noon.
And the design is coming in 3 different styles. Mm-hmm. And has a lot of different characters. I love the fact that it's not just it's Goof Troop, it's Darkwing, it's Tailspin, it's Rescue Rangers. As Tony Betty asked, does this handbag bounce here and there and everywhere? And it offers adventure that's beyond compare. Okay, but I figure since we're talking a little Disney Afternoon, I'll bring in our very own Alex Rafe. You know what? I'm going to ask him on air because I've heard it pronounced several different ways. So here we go. Alex, settle for me finally. How do I say your last name correctly? Because I constantly am shifting it around.
I really don't mind when it's mispronounced, but like Benji's last name, the E and the I in this case forms an I sound. So Reif is the German correct pronunciation.
Okay.
But I don't mind when it's Reef, and I've even heard Raif once. So
okay. Well, now I know for sure. It's one of those things where I keep thinking to ask you, and then I'm not near you when I think of it.
Yeah, so, I'm not passionate about how people say my name. So
when it comes to Disney Afternoon, what's your pick? DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Darkwing, Tailspin, Goof Troop, Gummy Bears?
Darkwing Duck is my number. I'm sorry, DuckTales is my number one. Goof Troop probably second. But there are some that I vividly remember that like never get brought up in, like they weren't on the album. They aren't on Disney Plus. I'm thinking of things like the Wuzzles and Bonkers. So there are some things that I vividly remember that like they just don't love. Like it never gets put out in merchandise. So when I first looked at this print, I was surprised Gummy Bears is on it. That often gets dropped in favor of other things. But one of the things with the Dooney and Bourkes, I know they make the bigger bag, is you know that there's a character on here that you love more than the others. Mm-hmm. And so that's one of the hardest things with these bags is making sure that you get a cut of the fabric that gives you what you want. Because I can totally, like on this bag, I think Gizmo Duck, there's not he's behind a strap. And like on one of the wallets, like there's a good Gizmo Duck. So like if Gizmo Duck was your thing, you would want to make sure you got a good Gizmo Duck on your bag. That one he's like cut off by a zipper, Yep. So that's my only problem with these when the patterns have like a bajillion characters or icons or whatever.
Unlike the Cakeworthy, because the Cakeworthy all over patterns, it's the same. It doesn't. They aren't placed differently. So what you see on the visual is what you're gonna get. You're not kind of getting a portion of a piece of fabric. So that's one of the differences between the Dooney and Bourke all over print style versus your Cakeworthy all over print t-shirts.
Yeah.
So just a little difference. But the reason that we asked Alex to join us is because he was just down south at the Disneyland Resort, and he got to do a little shopping.
Oh,
so, yeah, I know. Huh,
very cool.
So the Backlot Studio store at California Adventure has basically been taken over by Avengers Campus and Marvel. It's like the first half of the store is all things that are going to debut coming up this Friday in Avengers Campus in those stores. So you can kind of, get an early jump on shopping. They have some cool photo ops in there. That's obviously the Avengers A. The next one, it's the pretzel they're going to be selling at the PIM Test Kitchen or Test Lab, whatever they call it. And that is the soda from Hulk, the one that Bruce Banner's blood got into.
Nice.
In the movie. So, and that is a custom drink. So yeah, lots of photos. That's where they demonstrate SpiderBot technology, the latest from WebTech, which we did buy a SpiderBot. We have not turned him on. We also got the accessory backpack.
Oh, cool.
Where he straps in. And so there's a nice side compartment where you can keep the remote, which is pretty tiny considering the size of the actual item itself. Part of the concept with the spider bots is obviously you can drive them like a toy car, but they crawl 360 degrees. So you can make complete turns and turn on a dime, I believe. But they also can battle each other. They're a big part of the ride, Web Slingers, and kind of the concept is these spider bots that were developed at Web, code for WED, became kind of out of control, and you're trying to help reel them back in on the attraction. So they're on the ride, and then you can interact with other people that have them in the land. So kind of like bringing your lightsaber or your droid into Batuu. You might want to bring your spider bot with you and battle with some other guests in the park. They sell, what do they call it? Technical upgrades. It's really like a snap-on skin, and it completely covers the whole entire thing. So this is obviously red and blue like Spider-Man's suit, but you can get it where it's all black and purple like Black Panther. There's Iron Man in that picture. My personal favorite one is Wasp because it adds wings onto the Spider-Bot, which I thought was pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to look and see if I have a picture of that one here now.
Yeah, the Wasp one is really neat. The other reason why this backpack might be a good purchase if you're a serious Marvel fan is if you're going on Web Slingers, if you get a boarding group, fingers crossed, you have some options. You can use your hands and go like that on the attraction, and it'll recognize what your hands are doing. But also they sell add-ons. So this is called a Web Power Band, not to be confused with a Magic Band. If you want any of the other add-ons, you have to have this one first, and it's $29.99, I believe, is the price. So this can get expensive really quick. But with your hand and the motion sensor on the attraction, it just knows that you're shooting spider webs. This one, I think, gives them an electric charge, so it makes them more powerful. Therefore, you can get a higher score on the game. This middle part clasps around your wrist as a toy apart from the game. This piece here, it connects to the part that goes on your wrist when you're on the attraction, but separately, and you can see it there in the photo, it's the smallest hand on the left. But separately, that becomes a projector. So at home, you can set this up. It has, I think, 4 different images you can project, and you can pretend to thwip at it from home. The piece in the middle then connects to that. So the disclaimer isn't as big as I would like it to be. It's not actually on the front of the box, but on the back of the box. Right here, it lets you know if you're buying just this, it's not going to work on its own. It has to plug in to the bigger accessory, the Web Power Band, and then it will work as a toy. This one, when you put on your wrist, like in the middle image, you can flip that back. It has a cord that retracts and pulls back in. I've heard that when it's darker, it has a light capability that makes the string light up, so it kind of goes out and really fast.
Cool.
So on the attraction itself, there is so how this works is there's 2 power modes. I don't know if you can see the power button, but there's kind of your basic play mode, and then there's one that has like almost like a little Wi-Fi symbol, and that's what you do when you're in the queue getting ready to go on the ride. That's how it syncs up with the ride.
Wow. Okay.
I know that you have this on, and then the last one is because Peter Parker was recruited and Web is funded by Stark Enterprises. It's a Tony Stark repulsor. This is the what's her name?
Rescue.
Rescue, thank you. Pepper Potts' character who appeared for like a minute in Iron Man 3. Thank you very much. Rescue. So that's her color scheme. It's blue and gold instead of red and gold. So you have your 2 color options. With this one as well, there's the gray and white, which they say is Spider-Man, and there's a pink and white, which is Ghost Spider, also known as Gwen Stacy. So depending on which characters you want to emulate. This one is really cool. So it comes with these 3, they call them orbs. I'm going to say they're foam balls. And when it's attached to the other device, this powers on and it blows air. So with the repulsor, it's a game of trying to keep these balls floating in the air, or these orbs.
Cool.
So you kind of... when I was a kid, there was like a candy where it came with like a little basket on the end of like a pipe, and the piece of candy was edible, but you could like blow it and try and keep it up in the air. It was not a good idea because that would get on the floor, but whatever, we had it.
Tasty.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of other accessories, a lot of just generic like Avengers Campus wear and merchandise. But these are one of the other items that I thought was really cool. These are goggles you can actually put on your head. Someone's going to wear these at some point, so I feel like it's okay for me to open them. And I have a big head, but you turn them on, which I believe they are.
Oh, cool.
Put them on, and then there's a button you press. Are we getting anything? Nope.
I'm not seeing anything, but
I wonder if is there a tag blocking your...
No, there's not. I have it on there.
There we
there
go.
it is.
So there are 17. You can see out of these. So I know everything that's going on. There are 17 different eyes. So these are designed to potentially like wear around the park, show off your Spidey fandom, and just kind of a fun little accessory. These were, I think, around $45.
Those are cool.
And then
I'm
they
all
also
about
have,
glow.
yeah, if you're more about kind of that light up and that dressed up element, there's also some Spider-Man web slinging items that are silver. They're like silver bands that go around your wrists, and those do just lights and sounds. And those come with a little display case for them. And the way that they look seems like they were designed to go potentially with these. That's them there. Yeah. So those, they don't interact with the ride at all. But that is another, pretend play item for adults and kids. That's fun for the land.
I love the idea of wearing these and some glow with the show ears.
Yeah. I don't think you could wear these on the ride since it is 3D and they give you glasses, but
I have way too much fun with those.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Tony is asking that you now do every appearance with these Spidey glasses. I love those, Alex. Those are so cool. How is the vision out of them? Oh, okay. Is it pretty decent?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, if you've ever seen those like sunglasses where it like has an image over it, it's like the wrap on the monorail, or it's basically like that. You can kind of see the lines of where things are, but I wouldn't say it really hinders your vision too much. My only thing is, because there is a gap here, if you're a kid, your eyes might be too close together to properly use them. So probably like ages like 7 or 8 and up is where this starts to really work for your field of vision. But
now, did you get to take a closer look at this item? This is one of your pictures that caught my attention.
Yeah, so I didn't like try and turn it on. I couldn't tell if it was battery operated or a wind up, but on the bottom of it, the wheels seem like they're meant to like move on their own at some point. It is on a swivel base. So the bottom, you can kind of turn it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Doom buggy. Although I guess that's not quite what the attraction experience is like.
That's so, and then like Alex mentioned, there was just a lot of the items with this web brand on it, so that you can bring home a variety of items with it, whether it's a picture frame, various magnets, mugs, T-shirts. They've got it all covered there, and I'm assuming that we'll see quite a bit of this eventually make its way to Shop Disney, as well as we typically do with resort merchandise. But for now, you're picking it up at the backlot premiere shop there at the Disneyland Resort. This one's the one. Is this still accessible from just outside the gate, or is this only accessible from within the park?
Only from within the park. It was weird too because when I went, they had a barker on Hollywood Boulevard or whatever they call that main way, like telling everyone you can go in there. And then when I got over there, the queue for monsters was stretched out beyond it, and so they kept trying to put me in the monsters queue. I assumed there would be a line to shop because it was the first day this was officially open. It did soft open, I think, the day before. But I went in expecting to have like maybe a 20-minute wait to shop, and they Stars and Stripes, those crazy stuff. It was a walk-in, and it wasn't that busy. It did seem though like most people who went in were buying at least one of the web slingers, the web items to connect with the attraction.
Okay, very cool.
Getting ready for Friday.
Alex also was able to check out the Disneyland Resort, and he got to see firsthand a bit of that new 55th anniversary merchandise celebrating It's a Small World, including the board game.
Yeah, we've got our copy here, courtesy of Funko Games as well. I haven't had a chance to open it or play it yet, but you can see how three-dimensional that is. And Funko did give us a cool game demo of it. So around the clock, you can see there's 4 kind of standees. Those spin. So there's different countries on the other sides. The actual like playable board space is really just a trough of water, that you move your boat through. And it's really a matching game. So you can see there's like a stack of cards there. I think it comes with little holders to keep them up and easy because this is meant for, families, including little kids. And there's different variations of the instructions. You can make it really easy for the preschool crowd, and you can make it a little more challenging for the regular school
for older kids and adults. I gotcha. Yeah,
and it's great. The level of replication of like the Mary Blair style artwork from the attraction is really fun on this. And anyone who's just a huge Small World fan, they'll love the clock tower, but I don't know if you can see on the video, this is very, there's foil and glitter accents on the box. So it looks kind of like the attraction itself as you walk past. It kind of glitters and sparkles as you walk past. It's a Small World. So
I'm with Shelley, loving this, loving everything about this. They've also unveiled some new mugs with the classic dolls. As Alex shows you the board game, I'm going to bring up again the some of the merchandise that they had over at the Small World shop there. Now, has this made its way to Shop Disney yet, Bekah? I don't know that it has.
I didn't see it today when I looked. The game is on Shop Disney, but it's back ordered right now. And I forget when that's coming. I think July
it was July was the estimate. But I have also had I've purchased things on back order from Shop Disney and had them come way sooner. So I think Disney as a company likes to under promise and over deliver. So I feel like you'll probably get it much sooner than July. It's June 1st now, but I feel like you'll get it before.
So that's all the stuff that is out there for the 55th anniversary of It's a Small World as well. And I know that Alex has a lot on his plate. So we're going to let Alex go, including he's going to be working on this review, all that, to share more information about the Small World game. But thanks for coming by, Alex. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to come visit and play with those glasses. They look too much fun.
I know. I'm like, can I make it to California this weekend?
So excited! I am such a sucker for anything that glows. I am the worst. So
these are definitely fun.
Thanks again. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Oh, that was way too much fun.
I know. I don't know when I'm going to get to actually go to visit or check out the Avengers Campus. So this is just like all that anticipation. Like, oh my goodness. So excited though. Very, very excited for what they're doing there.
Before we move on from the It's a Small World merchandise, I did want to mention that they also have a collectible key. I know there are some who tune in who are specifically doing their best to kind of gather up. But boy, is Disney making it difficult, right? It's one of those things where you start off because they just have a few keys, right? And you're like, oh, okay, I'll collect keys. It's not that big of a deal. And then now, like more and more, it's like so many keys, Bekah.
I feel like this wasn't the plan. I feel like it took off and it sold better than they thought they would. And they're just like, well, let's just keep releasing the keys. I want to note as well, this one is $14.99. Usually the standalone keys are $12.99. So I don't know if this is a new trend going forward or if it's just special because there's so much going on in this key, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got a couple keys coming later this month as well. But
this key design is really sweet with the happy clock and then the greetings in varying languages from around the globe. So that's an adorable look. This week, Cruella hit screens, varying sizes. And they also unveiled a bunch of merchandise, including a key. Yep. Another key.
This one is complimentary. I think they still have it. I feel like it was still available, but maybe I'm thinking too many things. This was complimentary with the code Cruella as long as you spent $25 or more. So any purchase of $25 or more, you'd get the complimentary key. But yeah, that one, it's kind of fun. I like the reddish pink color. That's my favorite part of this this key.
I'm kind of hoping that it has a bit of a shimmer to it.
The way
it photographs here, it feels like it might have a bit of that metallic feel to it. But I don't know. But I would love that to be an element of design on this key, given the nature of the leather and and everything with her designs that they've been showcasing. I stumbled into a Shop Disney waiting room because I forgot that the Cruella limited edition doll was going to be available, and that sold out very quickly.
I really like her dress. I like all of the different elements of this doll. Some of the dolls I think, that's okay, but this one's really good.
Yeah, no, the artistry on this one is stunning. Her eyelashes are amazing in this mask that they gave her. And if you love this dress, you can get your own version of it from Hot Topic in this style, or you can get this version. So her universe has the Cruella dress in this shorter style with kind of what I would call a handkerchief hem, or in this long style with the slit. So if you are looking for a Cruella dress, pay attention to which one you're clicking on, because I initially didn't realize that there were two styles out there. I kind of discovered that in prepping for today's show. Also, the Cruella Funko Pop, it is very similar in style. They're calling it the Cruella Reveal. While it shows as sold out on Shop Disney, over at Entertainment Earth, they still are showing it as restocking soon. So if that's a wish list item for you, perhaps checking out Entertainment Earth will be a good choice for you there. Let's see. There we go. Over on Laughing Place, as always, we've got varying Cruella items that Bekah and the team have gathered together, whether it's hats, purses, Funkos, skirts. It's all gathered up together in an article that will be linked below. And as always, if you click through the link and purchase it there, we get a small bit of money, and there's no additional fee to you, and we appreciate the support.
Yes.
Continuing with fashion, we've got some Stitch Shop looks.
I'm sorry, I'm going to say it right away. That bag is already sold out, which is very disappointing, but it was up for a while. The dress, however, and the top are both still available on Loungefly in the Stitch Shop. It's a really cute release. I think this might be one of my favorites of the Stitch Shop collection. And they're what they call the inclusive sizes. So they come in, these outfits come in a variety of sizes, so that you can feel comfortable, and there's many options for everybody.
From extra small to a 4X. In many cases, they offer these Stitch Shop designs, and the top is actually kind of a stretchy, it's a cotton spandex blend. So it's a shirt that's going to have a little bit of give to it as well. So it makes it, a nice fit and flattering. Throughout the past months, we've also seen Stitch Shop offer the Mermaid Lagoon designs, along with some Cinderella designs. And you can find those collections on Laughing Place. Just look for Stitch Shop in our search, and you can learn a bit more about what Loungefly has been offering as they've moved a little bit beyond purses and into wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day is around the corner, and Bekah and the team have been gathering up a variety of items that you might want to get the Disney dad in your life. Whether it's these Star Wars boxing gloves, which I'm sorry, that just cracks me up.
I know. And I love how detailed they are for the different characters. Like, you can really pick something that, whatever you're a fan of, there's the gloves for you.
It is an amazing time. I know we say it almost every week, but the embrace of pop culture within merchandise is just amazing. I would never have thought that there would be a day that I could get a shirt that, a button-down woven shirt that features Max from,
right?
The Goofy movie, Goof Troop. You've got a pattern shirt with Sebastian the Crab, a little bit of Star Wars with your baseball jerseys. Just amazing. And Ohana means family. Oh, Stitch is so cute.
I know.
A Disney dad hat. So there you go. Tony Betty says an R2-D2 right hook. Okay, my dad, I'm pretty sure we actually bought one of these from my dad.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
My dad always laughed at those. He's like, the only place you can wear it is in the park. So he definitely was not going to be having fun with it outside of the park, so we didn't get him one of those.
Well,
but he has plenty of t-shirts.
We were annual pass holders, so we were there at least once a month as locals, so there was plenty of opportunity for us to get the money's worth out of the hat, even if he only wore it to the parks. Yeah.
No, that's true. I didn't even think about that, but you're absolutely right.
So I was gonna before I move on to the next one, there was this one thing because I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. But my browser is not pulling it up right now, so hang on. Okay, let me hit this button, and hopefully everything won't disappear on me. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's this Love Pop card, and I'm a sucker for the Love Pop cards. And this one says on the front, "You are my father." And then when you open it, it's the most adorable Darth Vader ever.
It's very cute.
With his foam finger, this red lightsaber. I'm sorry, it's way too cute. Just way too much fun.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's all. There's so much. We just looked at a little bit, but there's so much more in our Father's Day gift guide. So go check that out.
Electronics, food items. If you have a chef, recipe books, all kinds of really fun Disney-related items have been gathered up by the team, and it's all there for you to see. Let's see. I'm gonna hop on over to the Hasbro Fan First portion, Bekah.
Yeah,
and that's these items.
So I don't usually cover the Fan First Fridays when they have these releases, but this week it just so happened it was on a Thursday, and so I got to watch the live stream as they were introducing all these new characters, these new figures that will be coming out later this year. So the big thing was the X-Men Age of Apocalypse, like the 6-inch figures. And with that comes a Build-A-Figure. So you've got Colossus there on the left. That's the Build-A-Figure. Next to him is Shadowcat. She's part of the Age of Apocalypse series. So she's going to have one part of the Build-A-Figure. Just a lot of fun stuff. And then they've got the Spider-Man as well. And that's not a re-release, but the last time they did that character was in 2015. So this is a new mold and a new paint for that character. But these are available some for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse and also on Entertainment Earth. And yeah, it was a fun it was fun to watch and kind of fun to write about too. lots of excitement for this for these upcoming releases.
Ooh, look at those fingers.
I know.
Those are some big, long fingers on that.
Yeah.
Is this like a web? Or
yeah, it's like a webbing that attaches to, like on his torso area and under his arm.
Wow. The detail and the ability to transform figures, the way that they've moved beyond just the singular pose and the singular face is such a fun development within the world of collectible figures. Gives you an opportunity to just really, have a little bit more fun, customize them to your mood, to your day. So it's not always the same figure you're looking at every day, which is, a neat difference. And so what you're saying is there's this piece that comes with each one, and then over time, do you add those to a different piece that's out there, or will it be that this is the only way to get this character is by these pieces?
If you buy the 6 or 7 figures in this release or wave, then you'll have all of the pieces to build Colossus. So unfortunately, you got to get them all if you want Colossus.
Wow, they're gonna get you to pitch in to get Colossus, huh? Over at Universal Studios, they've opened a new shop that actually has me, I'm not joking, considering a flight. I've actually been looking at pricing because these tribute stores don't last long, and knowing that Halloween time is coming and they often use this location for their Halloween tribute store, I don't want to miss this. It's the Jurassic World tribute store. And have you taken a look at these pictures from our team, Bekah?
I have not. So this is new for me too.
Okay, we also have a video over on right here on our YouTube that I think it was Jeremiah shot of this location, but it's like stepping into the movie. Look, you've got like this Velocicoaster section. This is where they've got the Velocicoaster merchandise. But they've got all these little screens, and as a fan, you can totally geek out. See how it's like you didn't say the magic word, right? We all remember that from Jurassic Park. And then they have the Raptor tracker, badges, and dinosaur track guides, and maps. I mean, like I say, my son is an enormous Jurassic Park, Jurassic World fan, and Tony Betty right here. I'm sure that they could tell me so much more about what I'm looking at than I myself know. But they also have merchandise in this store. But and there's the grand opening pin. But they've got these molds, the wax mold machines. They've got a T-Rex and a Brachiosaurus, I think, is the other. I know is the larger of the dinosaurs. But I want to call him a Graposaurus Rex.
Right? He's very purple.
Isn't he though? Oh, did you collect these I used to collect these when I was little.
No, I did not. We had one from some like train museum or maybe the Henry Ford Museum or something that we went to visit. We got one. So I remember that whole process, and it says red train, but we didn't collect them.
I can remember getting the one when we went to Grauman's Chinese Theater. I can remember getting that one. I can remember getting a gorilla at the LA Zoo. I'm pretty sure I got one at Disneyland at some point. It used to be a thing I got. We actually picked up one in Orlando for my son. It was a WonderWorks mold. So now these are really cool. Magic Candle Company, which is online. They have a collection of fragrances celebrating Disney parks. So, they have like ones that are supposed to be reminiscent of the Mansion or Pirates of the Caribbean or this type of thing. And they have all these names that, give nods to the various scents and fragrances that they do. I think one of them is orange. So it's like it's a nod to Soren. Well, at the Jurassic World store, they've got these collections of scents that are reminiscent of the attraction there. So you've got Hadrosaur Cove, one they call Pack Hunt, Churro Stand, because for the longest time, that's what we were told was coming to the spot. That was the joke over there.
Yes.
The Sorna Redwoods, the East Dock. So a lot of different fragrances from the Magic Candle Company over there at the Jurassic World tribute store. They've got some stand-ups for you to take pictures, and some of these props are actually movie used. So super neat, like this Barbasol can. Screen used, the fedoras, one that was worn by Alan Grant. So a lot of really, really neat props and decor available over there at the store, including I want to show this part because this is look, it's a T-Rex. You can. That's so cool. Makes me miss this isn't a T-Rex, this is Triceratops. The Triceratops encounter. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you, Bekah. This is the Dino Chow part of the store.
Okay.
They sell a variety of yummy foods, including brownie bars. They look enormous.
Yes, they do. They do.
And
oh my goodness.
Velocicoaster apples.
That's very
And then,
cool.
okay, it says fossilized amber, but it's actually yummy.
Oh.
Yummy stuff. And and chocolate eggs, right? And when you break it open, you've got a chocolate dinosaur.
Oh my goodness. That is really cool.
Look how thick that chocolate shell is.
I see that. I can feel the weight of that.
Right?
Just from looking at the picture. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, now you see why I'm looking at airfare.
Yes, yes.
I don't want to miss out. That looks like way too much fun. And then as you exit, they have a few posters of the new age of adventure, Jurassic World. So really fun shop over there at Universal. I love their tribute shops. I'm hopeful that I will actually get to see it in person and not just through the pictures that I'm grateful to our team for sharing. Let's see, back to our regularly scheduled program, and that is a little bit of pet gear. We've got some Ahsoka Tano celebratory items, right?
Yeah. Over at Her Universe, they teamed up with Buckle Down for some of these accessories so that your furry friend can show their love for Ahsoka as well. And yeah, they have collars for cats and dogs, and then leashes or leads.
And some of them feature Ahsoka's name, or whether it's Ahsoka, or I think some of them say Tano. And then they've also got her familiar orange and white, blue and white. Oh, see, now I'm getting distracted. Oh, Benji says Dory is more of a thon. I won't disagree with that one. I know Dory well.
They like villains. Okay.
And now Tony wants to know, why aren't those posters on sale, Universal Lando? I think that should be more like begging, Tony, rather than a It should be, please, please, Universal, we want to buy these posters. So
yeah, exactly.
So I guess if Dory's more of a Thrawn type of dog, then maybe Dory will be interested in this meditation chamber that is coming to us from Lego.
It's on pre-order right now on Shop Disney, and it's, I believe, $70. It says ages 18 and up. There's like 660 some pieces, but it's one of those. I love that Lego has they have all their stuff for kids, but I love that they're also emphasizing for the adult fans and the adult builders all of these creative, just sets that you can build. I, for one, I have the Millennium Falcon. We have the spaceship from the Lego movie. We have various Lego sets, and we have the Harry Potter train. Adults want to play with this stuff too. So this Darth Vader chamber is coming later this year, but is available for pre-order now, and I think that's pretty neat. There's even a screen inside where the screen is supposed to be, and there's a sticker of the faces of the Imperial, guards talking.
Let me see if I can find that image, because that cracked me up when I saw that while I was looking at this with Mike earlier on Star Wars on Omega Mondays on Tuesday. We were looking at that. Oh, I think you can kind of make it out actually. In there.
I think there might be a better picture on.
Let me see if I can zoom in on Shop Disney to it. Yeah, there you go. See, you can kind of make out the guys right there. So yeah, a lot of fun. And speaking of Lego, and you were mentioning Lego World, our very own Mike Celestino was over at Legoland, California, late last week, and so we have lots of really fun and what we kept calling charming, the charming park of Legoland. Mike took a lot of videos and a lot of images. Just it's so picturesque, and just with this new area that they've opened up a different kind of energy to the park. Even Mike was saying that he had previously kind of filed it away as more like a kiddie park. And this time while he was there, he found himself interested and engaged and looking forward to visiting again. Tony Betty comes in and says, it's charming and adorable.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mike, was he on a train at one point? I believe there was a photo of him and he's just like having the best time. And that was at Legoland, right?
Oh, I think you're probably right, because there are a few pictures of him never looking more relaxed and delighted than he was on that trip. Let's see. I guess we have made it through our items, and so now it is time for the Sensational Seven. Well, Father's Day is nearing, so I thought I would focus the Sensational Seven on dads. And to kick it off, I'm going to go, as you know, Sensational Seven is Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, and Doc. Starting off with Sleepy, Dad needs some lounge pants, some pajama types, relaxing gear, right? So we've got these Donald Duck lounge pants from Shop Disney. Look at how there's like peaceful Donald and angry Donald and happy Donald. The blue, just so peaceful looking right at him.
Yeah.
Okay, now a lot of people would buy this shirt for their father, right? Star Wars fan, you say, I am your father. Darth Vader. Happy. No, see, happy, gonna go, no, Buzz, I am your father.
Yes.
Emperor Zurg's declaration to Buzz Lightyear. This is over at Amazon. Grumpy, gonna offer you the old man coming through.
Oh yeah, that's so perfect.
It's so cute. That cracked me up. Okay, and for Dopey, something truly ridiculous. Beauty and the Beast,
wow.
one-piece pajamas. Yes, pretty dopey. There we go. Check it out. Look, it's even got the back
little hair,
with the
little ponytail. That's amazing,
right? Okay, Sneezy, focused on the nose. He shares that in common with Pinocchio. And there's a shirt that says "Greatest Dad Ever." No lie. And you've got Geppetto with Pinocchio. I think one of my favorite sequences in Disney is when he's like, "But you're dead."
Right.
We've got Donna coming in. We've got Tony sharing that it was actually the story boat thing that Mike was relaxing on, to which his boss says, "Hey, Tony, less chatting, we're working." Now, in thinking about bashful, I thought perhaps a bashful dad might not be frequently showing his face, so I went with the Mandalorian, right? The legendary dad, Din Djarin, who has been taking care of Grogu. And now I'm not sure how legendary he is, because he just kind of gave his kid away. But
right.
And finally, for my Sensational Seven, Doc, I think of him as the classic dwarf. So I went with the classic dad of Pongo.
Aww.
Best dad ever. And this is over at Hot Topic.
He definitely has the most practice being a dad for
right?
all those puppies.
There you have my Sensational Seven.
That was good.
Father's Day edition. Da-da-da-da. That was fun.
I liked your bashful pick. I think that I'm always impressed with how you select things and assign them to the different dwarf personalities.
I wish you could be here when I'm like 6 of 7 or 5 of 7 going, why did I do this to myself? Why did I think this was a good idea as I seek a list that I could fill out with these 7 personalities. But so far so good. I haven't had to skip yet. I keep thinking this is the week that I'm done, that I can't make it happen. So far so good. Well, Bekah, that means it's time for you and what we need to add to our shopping list.
That's right.
Did Tomorrow, I put it right?
Yeah, you got it. You did great. I remembered to send it this time. So
I'm always worried I'm going to pull up last week's. So it's okay.
We have the Disney Parks Wishables for the month of June tomorrow, and it's themed to cars, so Radiator Springs Racers. So be on the lookout for that. Speaking of cars, and I forgot to italicize it, there's a collectible key and a key pin to celebrate the 15th anniversary of the film. And that's coming. Yeah, that's coming on June 7th. So on Monday. I know. I can't believe that. I'm like,
wow,
is that right?
15 years. Wow. Okay. I believe you.
And then last week we had the Cheshire Cat Pop and a Zombie Thor Funko Pop. Both were available for pre-order at various retailers.
That's a good thing to be obsessed with. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Cars are so much fun. I remember when Gideon went through his car. I have a now 12-year-old. I remember when he went through his cars phase. It was all cars all the time. I have a big box. So good.
I mean, yeah, I have brothers, so there was definitely cars phases. Not necessarily this movie, but definitely Hot Wheels cars and the racetrack with the loop. Oh, that was so fun to set up.
Right. Yep. We still have a box of a large box filled with all sorts of track. I remember when the living room used to be covered with track. Way too much fun.
Indeed.
Cars are the best.
And then I'm just going to finish this out. We've got a Disney Princess Collection by Pop Sugar over at Target. They had Belle, they have Tiana, Ariel, and Moana. All of the Belle stuff is sold out, which I was really surprised about. But this is nice items for around the home, like a little basket to put stuff in, like on the side of your couch or something. And there's like a jewelry box and some candles and some throws. So it's princessy without being like overly princessy. So and it's inexpensive. So you can, add those princess elements to your home without breaking the bank.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, cool. I'll have to go check that out. And as always, all the items that we've been talking about here on the show and also within our shopping list and everything, the links will be down below. Mm-hmm. And if you follow Laughing Place Twitter, you will get all kinds of Disney news and information. You'll be up to date on what's happening inside the parks at Disney Plus with Disney Studios films. And if you want to pay more attention just to the Disney merchandise element, you can follow us at Disney Merch Show on Twitter. And those are the ways that you can stay on top of all things Disney. Speaking of which, it's almost time for Avengers Campus. And tomorrow, Disney Parks Blog is going to be hosting a live event. Super exciting, lots of fun. And then we're going to have fun talking about what they talked about. So be sure and stay tuned to Laughing Place for lots of fun. We are so excited about Avengers Campus, and so we all can't wait to kind of chat about what's going on. We're just thrilled to be finally we're getting a peek. I did my little online RSVP for the Disney Parks Blog event, and I can't wait to learn more about what's coming to Disneyland Resort. I won't be visiting for a little while yet, so this will be my sneak peek at it, and I can't wait to kind of share that excitement and hope to hear from everybody online what you're looking forward to with this new area of Disney California as that park continues to transform. It's so bizarre. I lived in Southern California. I watched that park build. Then I moved to Florida, and I came back, and it's a completely different place. Like, there are just very few little anchors that kind of pull it back to what I watched go up in the 2000 and 2001, before its opening. And like I say, then I moved away a couple of years after it was done, came back, and the entrance is different. Now Bugs Land is gone. Radiator Springs, all that stuff is like, it's amazing the transition that park has undergone, and this is the next phase. So yeah. Well, tonight here on Laughing Place at 7:30, we're gonna have trivia, Dino Land, and is one of the topics. And apparently Gideon has come up with a quiz called Rides My Dad Hates. So my husband and my son host Disney Trivia Live right here at 7:30 Pacific time. So be sure to tune in for that. Let's see. I've got a little video that my son crafted for us to be able to say farewell to you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all real soon.
Thank you.